Welcome back, YouTube. How is everyone? So, my name is Jada Hendricks, and if you haven't already, subscribe. You already know. Welcome to the family. Okay, so we're just gonna get right into it because you know the attention span of these people these days are very short. So, we're going to be talking about, obviously, by the title, how to make someone obsessed with you. Yeah, I'm good for that. Okay, I am good for that. So I got all the tips and tricks. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so how to make someone obsessed with you. So what you need to do starting off, number one, most important one is you need to be obsessed with yourself. Therefore, you need to be confident. You need to love yourself. There is so many people in this world, they lack so much self-love. So when you show that you love yourself so much, people love to see that. They get obsessed with that because they're just like, you know, so many people, like, they lack that self-love. So when they see another person loving themselves so much and you're putting it out there, you're never down talking yourself. You're always uplifting yourself and talking so uplifting about yourself. People see that and they're just like, she's so obsessed with herself. She's so confident, you know, and people love that. People are like, that makes them obsessed because they're just like, I want to be like that, or I love the way she is with herself. So that is very, very important, is you need to have the confidence. I also have a video on that, how to be confident. So if you haven't, you can go check that out as well. But you need to be confident with yourself. Very important. And you need to love yourself. It's so important. You need to love yourself and actually love yourself and be obsessed with yourself like you are that girl, okay? And this also applies for men as well, because even with a man, you know, if you are confident with yourself, not cocky. So there's a difference between cocky and confidence, right? So you need to realize that being cocky and like, yeah, I'm that guy, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like for guys, it's kind of cringy for you to be like, yeah, I'm that guy. But when you're that girl, like, I'm that girl. You know what I mean? Like, it's just different. Females and men, we're just different. So, you know, females can do certain things, men can do certain things. So I just feel like with guys, it is very cringy to be like, I'm that guy. But I definitely think that having the confidence in yourself where it shows, like, you're not belittled by anyone, is very attractive. You know, when you're in a room, you don't feel like less, you don't look less, you're not, you walk with that confidence. It's very sexy and attractive, and people start to, you know, people attract to that, like, you know, because they're just like, wow, right? So being confident and obsessed with yourself is very important, with having someone obsessed with you as well. Because if you're not obsessed with yourself and you don't love yourself and you don't have the confidence, why would anyone be obsessed with you, right? What's the reason? You're not giving anyone a reason. Okay, so another one is, and like I was saying, this could be for to make like a guy or a girl obsessed with you, or it could be a person, like just people in general, okay? But you need to be your true self. So important to be your true self, because if you really like think about it, if you're not your true self, people can see that, okay? That's like, first of all, being your true self, people attract to that and they like that because you are your own self. No one can be you. So it's authentic, right? It's different because you are you. So being your true self is very, very, very good and big for someone to be obsessed over you, because they can't find that nowhere else, right? Because no one else can be you. No one else can act like you. But if you try and be like another person, it's kind of like a person can tell she's acting like another person, right? Or that she reminds me of this person. It's, you know, it's not authentic, it's not different. Being your authentic true self is so, so big. Be you, girl, you know, man, guy, whatever. Be yourself. So important. And making sure that you stay in tune with yourself. And by saying that, with that being said, okay, being in tune with yourself, you're not so in tune with other people's lives, right? So because you're so in tune with yourself, it's kind of like, it's very attractive, actually, not even kind of, because this person, you know, someone could see you and they're so in tune with their self, you know, uplifting their self and improving themselves, right? They're just so in tune with their self. It's so attractive. It's so like just gravitating, right? Because you're not all in other people's business, worried about other people. You're just you. It's like people want to know what the hell is going on in this person's life. What are they doing, right? Like, I want to know, like, you're kind of like a mystery. Okay, so with relationships and like a person that you're, you know, trying, a guy or a girl, you're trying to get it to be obsessed with you, I definitely feel like being too available can harm someone trying to be obsessed with you. Like, it can get in the way, because if you're too available, it's like, okay, like, I got her, it's like she answers or he answers right away, like, it's like, you know what I mean? So when you're kind of like not canceling plans, but just kind of like you're in your own world, like, right? Like, you know, I'm busy, I'm doing something for myself, I'm working, I'm something with that's being in tune with yourself. You're very self-loving yourself, right? You're always just in tune with yourself. That you need to be very, very like thoughtful with that. Being too available is kind of like I'm not, how can I be obsessed with you if you're like I always have you, right? Which it can be, obviously, people can still be obsessed with you when they have you all the time, but for someone to be obsessed with you, you need to give them like a little tease, like, you know what I mean? To make them obsessed with you. And then once they're obsessed with you, you know, you can be with them all the time. You're obsessed with me, you love me, I'm here, right? People love what they cannot have, so you have to understand that. So when you're not so available, it's kind of like, you're like, I want it, like, I'm so intrigued in their life, like, I want to know, right? I want to be in their life, I want to be with them all the time. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I have a very, very, I'm always clapping, you guys, I'm sorry, it's just a habit, but I have a really, really good one, right? This one I feel like is so important. Like, I actually feel like I recently have been going through this. You know, there's a little bit of a situation been going on in my life. It really didn't have anything to do with me, but it has something to do with my family. So, okay, for instance, I could respond to things, right? And this really doesn't have anything to do with someone being obsessed with you, but it does in the same aspects. But I believe that being silent, right? Being silent and being unbothered is a way to make people so like, what the is going on? What is this person thinking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so they're kind of like intrigued. Like, they're like, when is this person going to say something? When is this person going to speak? Like, so with that being said, when you're unbothered by so many things, and so this specific one is more for like having just in general people obsessed with you and trying to be so in tune with your life, not really a relationship. So yeah, if you show that you're unbothered, you're just in silence, like no one can really get anything out of you, bruh, like it's literally the best, because they're actually like what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just so intrigued. Like, I want to know. And then it's like, when you don't speak, right? When you don't speak, it's like, what is this person actually thinking? And then it's like, oh my gosh, like, they're just so in tune with their self. The key word, in tune with yourself. When you're so in tune with yourself, people are really so like obsessed with trying to understand you and know what you're doing, what you're thinking. You get what I'm saying? So it's very, very important to be unbothered. Be unbothered to the day you die, even if it has to be in silence, even if you're hurting from it, okay? I've hurt from so many things, but I stayed silent, and I feel like it worked so well in my favor in the end, because I'm at peace. You know, it's very important to stay at peace in your life. We always talk about this. So staying, you know, peaceful and continuously being unbothered, and when things do hurt you, you just, you know, you deal with those things and you cope in private. But when you bring things to social media or to people that are your friends and then they run it to other people, you know, then people just know. People know what you're feeling. People know things, right? And that's the last thing you want to be, is a known person. You want to be a mystery. You want people to be like so obsessed over wanting to know what is going on in this person's life, mind, all of that, okay? And this one goes for like relationships, but have options. And I don't mean like have options and go do with this guy and do with that guy too, and do with the other guy, or do with that girl and do with this girl and do with the other girl. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is have options with people, as they could be friends. They could be friends and they could turn into something, but have those options so that you're not so in tune with one person and you're giving so much to one person. And at that point, once this person gets all of you so soon, it's kind of like, oh, okay, like, don't really care. You know what I mean? But when you have those options, you kind of have to level each and every one out. And sometimes it's hard because obviously if you like one more than the other, it's like, well, I want to talk to this one. You have to understand that you need to kind of be unavailable, like I said, and you need to level like equally for everyone so that one is not getting all of you. You want them to become obsessed with you, right? So to do so, you need to make sure that you're not giving your all so soon. Okay, don't give yourself up so soon to people. That's the main thing of it. Don't give yourself up to anyone so soon, because then you didn't even give them a chance to actually be obsessed. People can be obsessed with how you look, you know what I mean, and things of that sort. But, you know, once they have all of you, kind of like, also, this is going with being confident and self-love. Self-care is so important. If you are looking a mess, okay, looking a mess, you know what I mean, and like just not taking care of yourself, it's noticeable. We all see it. People see it. And how can someone be obsessed with someone that is not taking care and loving themselves, right? So it's very important to take care of yourself and love yourself, you know, and be a mystery. Be very like a closed door where people are wondering so much about you. It's so like, I love that about myself, because I know so many people are so like, what is this girl? Like, what's going on in her life? What is she thinking? How is she now? How does she act now? Because I act so different than what I used to act like. I'm actually making a YouTube video. I am not laying in bed. But yes, so moral of the story is you need to be mysterious. You need to be, you know, in tune with yourself. It's so important. And I hope that you guys got some valuable information. And also, it is very hard. Like, it's so hard to change how you are into something different, right? So just practice makes perfect. And, you know, you can do it. You can get there. And this is, you know, it's not toxic ways. This is ways of just you being you. You know what I mean? And you improving yourself, of, you know, loving yourself, self-love, self-improvement. Just focus on you. And literally everyone are like, people are just like, what is going on with her? You know what I mean? And obviously just continue to be the best person and making sure that you are just, you know, in tune with yourself. And I hope that this helped you guys. And I love you guys so much. Make sure that you guys drop some comments down below on what you guys would love for me to talk about. Like, for me to talk about whatever, okay? I'm down for whatever you guys want me to talk about. Anything personal. All of that. Like, let's go. Let's get it. I'm going to put my Instagram down in the description box. And thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And yes, I hope you guys have a blessed day.